I was asked to tell you a little bit of what happened here in Oregon specifically, and I'm just going to highlight a key wins, but it was not a quiet year here. And the biggest thing that Greg was just talking about is we just restored the climate protection program. And cannot talk about it enough. For those who don't know, which means you need to sign up for our emails, this program will profoundly reduce our climate pollution from our largest sources in the state, our transportation fuels, our fossil gas, our industrial sources. All of those will have to reduce their pollution over the next decades. It's a huge deal. It reduces our it improves our air quality, it creates jobs, it increases resilience. It's just one of those cornerstone programs that we can't get to our climate goals without. And I'm so grateful for the incredible coalition effort over this past year to put those protections back in place. And there's been a lot of delay, and we were not going to let that be delayed by another year. And I just am so proud to see the investments from that program will continue to center frontline communities. And there's just so many folks who played a role in that in the room. There's legislators, there's key agency staff, the governor's office, businesses who supported it. And I just want to say thank you to everyone. This is a moment to celebrate. It's definitely a big deal. So, and of course, we still have our 100% clean law, one of the most ambitious in the country to get to 100% clean energy by 2040. And what's really exciting now is we're starting to see those solar and wind projects be built. We are seeing that progress on the ground. There was another announcement today, and we really want to see every community benefit from that. And I just heard about a really exciting project being built that in Hood River that I just want to share as an example of what's happening on the ground, because I think it's really cool. It's this fleet of electric buses, and they're being built out to power a middle school's microgrid in Hood River. So in good times, you're getting clean energy, you're getting clean transportation, and in times of emergency, you have that microgrid and that power. And it's just an incredible project. And thank you to those who are in the room who work on that. I just think that's such a beautiful, tangible example of what's happening now. So, and then, over the last year, we have been really hyper-focused on how can Oregon leverage all of that federal funding coming down, the Inflation Reduction Act money. There was one really proud moment we had where the state won a competitive grant for almost $200 million. And that money is going to fund some of our most critical climate programs. It's going to mean more heat pumps, more electric trucks, more EVs, more energy efficient buildings, all of that. And it's just talking to one of the architects of it in the room. There's a lot of Governor Kotek's team and Car and Power and DEQ and Odo and all these agency folks all helped put that together. And the feds are very proud and asking them to come talk about how Oregon did it. And I just think it's a really incredible moment and historic funding for our programs. So that's all just in this 1 year, some of the things that happened. That was very exciting. And, as we look ahead, we're going to continue electrifying everything we can, powering it all with renewable electricity, deploying efficiency and cleaner fuels for the rest. We got to clean up our transportation system. We have, that's Oregon's biggest source of climate pollution. Well, I like transportation, but maybe not, But next year, there will be a moment to woohoo because the state legislature is going to work on a transportation package. And this is an opportunity where we can see more investments in transit, better safety improvements, more electric vehicles and charging infrastructure. And we're going to be fighting for all of that. We want to see more electric school buses. We want kids being able to show up healthy and ready to learn. And all of that's an opportunity next year we're excited about. And, we're going to keep cutting pollution from our homes and buildings. Oregon's second largest source of climate pollution. And we have many members of the Building Resilience Coalition here, and we're working on legislation to really address rising energy bills, make sure everyone has access to affordable, healthy, and climate-ready homes. So these are visions we're really excited about. The final one is, we're really focused on removing barriers to actually achieve that 100% clean electricity goal. And that takes a lot of work. It includes so many fun terms: transmission, power markets, grid enhancing technologies, data centers, siting reform. These are crowd pleasers, I can tell, so feel free to bring this up at your dinner parties. It's so exciting. And those are the wonky things we're gonna do to actually make sure we can get there. And then we're gonna keep safeguarding the progress we've made. The climate protection program, our clean vehicle standards, we really need to see those maintained, and we have to recognize this threat of the federal rollbacks that are on the horizon, and Oregon defense is a necessary part of the work going forward, and we're gearing up for it. So we know Oregon can be this beacon of climate leadership, and none of this would be possible with all these incredible partnerships and leadership across our state, and we're gonna keep leading the way and see this cleaner, healthier, and more equitable future for everyone, and it's really exciting, and really appreciate all of your support for that. So thank you.